Hello everyone, you are welcome to the Kawman School of Thought, and in this episode we are going to be treating integers. Like I said, integers has become a thorn in so many students' flesh. You know, they fear the sight of negative numbers. Anytime they see negative numbers, they want to, they want the ground to break for them to hide. I'm telling you, there's no more need to hide, because today what I'm going to be doing is that we are going to be digging, and then we are going to be dissecting what integers actually are, and we're going to understand the power of negative numbers such that when you see them, you do not become afraid anymore. And in this video, we are going to be treating, comparing integers. We're going to also learn the definition of what an integer is. We are also going to, learn how to add, subtract, multiply, divide integers. And what I am promising you, that I am giving you a total guarantee that by the end of this video, your love for negative numbers will automatically appreciate. So stay for me and watch this video to the end. So what is an integer then? You see, integers are negative and positive whole numbers. So these are the things that qualifies a number to be an integer. First of all, it has to be either a positive number or a negative number. On top of that, it has to be whole. Please, it's very, very important. A whole number. Okay, so when you see a number like this, 2.5, this is not an integer. Why is it not an integer? Because this is a decimal. What about 5/7? This is not an integer neither. Why? Because this is a common fraction. So you see, when you see fraction, don't say this is an integer. Integers have been defined in a specific manner. It says that all your positive numbers and all your negative numbers, but they must be whole. And what are some positive numbers we know? I mean, let's mention them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, so on and so forth. 1. Okay, then we have some negative numbers as well. So -3, -8, -11, -13, like all of them, all the negative numbers you can think of. I remember one time I wrote an exam and then I was given -5. I don't know, I didn't score anything, so I ended up getting -5. That was really funny. Yes, so negative numbers, are also integers. But this is not complete without their boss. And do you know who their boss is? Their boss is the number 0. Without 0, this is not complete. Okay, so 0 is the unifier. I mean, 0 is neither negative nor positive. It's just neutral. It's just a number. So this is the integer system. It consists of what? Negative and positive whole numbers. No decimals, no fractions, whole numbers. So what else? What's next? We move on to understanding the respective values of integers. An integer number, we need to understand the respective value. So for example, say I have a number like -3 and 5, and I ask you, between these two numbers, which one is bigger or smaller? You can tell this. So easy for you to tell. The answer is just 5. 5 is bigger than -3, or in other words, -3 is smaller than what? 5. But what if I give you a number like this? Same question: -7 and -1. Which of these two numbers is bigger? That is where the problem comes in. But don't worry, I have a solution for you. Let's go back to our number line system. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have these numbers as well. You can just ignore the background noise. All right, I have a church beside me, so it's all part. It's very important that we pray, so but that doesn't mean I stop recording. I'm still recording this video. Yes. For those of you who don't go to church, you better start going to church. God loves you. Yeah. So I'm going to record my negative numbers as well. So -1, -2, -3, -4, etc. Now here's the catch. Listen, let's understand the system by doing this. 5 is bigger than 4, right? Okay. 4 is bigger than 3. That means 5 is also bigger than 3. Okay, keep this in mind. 3 is bigger than 2. 2 is bigger than 1. You can see as you are moving like that towards 0, the numbers are reducing in their values, as in their respective values. So this 5 is bigger than this 1. Have you seen it? That means what? 1 is bigger than what? 0. Can you see where I'm going? Can you see what I'm trying to arrive at? Okay, so 0 is also bigger than -1. Do you see that? Of course. Then if that is true, you started from here up to here, then it's continuous. That means what? -1 is also bigger than -2. And -2 is also bigger than -3. Do you see that? So if that's the case, then you are telling me that 0 is automatically bigger than what? -3, which is true. Yes. What about -1? -1 is bigger than -2, bigger than -3, bigger than -4, bigger than -1000, bigger than -1 billion. -1, yes. Are you seeing it? So it's not about you are seeing 2 or 3. The sign, the negative sign it carries, tells whether the number is bigger or smaller. That is how come if you see these two numbers here and I ask you which number is bigger, this -1 is bigger than this -7 we are seeing over here. The same way this -7 is also bigger than -15. So if you are comparing -20 and -300, don't say this is bigger than this. No, it's wrong. It's an error. -20 is bigger than -300. So in terms of negative numbers, the bigger the negative number, the smaller its brother becomes, and the smaller the negative number, the bigger the value is. All right. So that is what I want you to take away from this. As for the positive numbers, you already know them. The negative numbers you are getting to know. So that is what I want you to take. So in this case, -7 is smaller than -1. What about -13 and -19, which is bigger? Which is bigger? Of course, -13 is bigger than -9. If you have further questions about this, you can reach me out. But I think this is very simple for you to understand. So I hope that is what it is. So now let's take 3 numbers and see if we can arrange them. All negative. -3, -8, -1. Now let's arrange these numbers in ascending order, means from smallest towards the biggest. So the smallest number I'm seeing over here is, don't tell me it is -1. No, the smallest number here is -8. Why? In terms of negative numbers, the bigger you see, the smaller it is. The bigger, I mean, as in terms of the value, you see 8, but it's negative, so that's the smallest. So -8 comes first because the smallest, followed by -3, followed by -1. So this is the correct order in ascending. All right, so from smallest to biggest. Okay, so if I'm being asked to arrange this same number in these same numbers in descending, it's just going to be what? The biggest number, which is -1, to the smallest number. So that's that. Now let's spice things up a little bit and let's mix them up with positive numbers. So say I have -3, -4, 5, 6, and -1. Now I want us to rearrange these numbers in ascending order, means from the smallest to the biggest. And how do we do that? Easy. We pick the smallest number here. So I have -3, -4, 5, 6, and -1. The smallest number I'm seeing here is -4. Good. -4. Followed by -3. Followed by -1. All the negative numbers are coming first. Followed by 5, +5. Followed by what? 6. So this number system we have here is what? Ascending order, from the smallest to the biggest. Ladies and gentlemen, that is integer for you. So sweet. Have you seen it? Yeah. So let's try another example. -15, 20, 9, 6, minus 90. Now this time let's try and arrange these numbers in descending order, means from the biggest down to the smallest. So you can pause the video and give me the answer in the comment section below, and you can come back later to your answer to see if you're right or not. Or if you have a book and pen, write the answer down, and later in the video when you find the answer, you can assess yourself. So the biggest number I'm seeing here is not -90, no, it's what? 20, +20. Biggest number is +20, followed by +9, followed by what? +6, followed by -15, followed by -90. Have you seen it? Descending order, from the biggest to the down to the smallest. Yes. So one last question for you, then we move on to the operations. 3, 4, -2, 0, 8, -3, -3 again. Yeah. Now let's arrange this in ascending order. That's what? From the smallest to the biggest. So this is going to be, I'm seeing positive, negative, negative here. So -3 is bigger than what? Smaller than -2. So -3 comes first, followed by -3, then followed by -2. Then what's next? 0. Yeah, 0. Then 3, then 4, then 8. So this is a set of numbers in ascending order. Very simple and very easy to do. I hope you're not getting scared of integers again. If you really are, then you should reach out to me. My WhatsApp, my number will be in the comment section below. Yeah, or it will be in the bio. We are moving on to operations of integers, and we are going to start with addition and subtraction. I'm going to combine both, okay, because it's super easy. Say I have a number like this, -2 plus 5. What is going to be the answer? Yeah, exactly. Some of you are confused already, but just imagine this scenario. Those of you who have been borrowing airtime, raise up your hand. Thank you. Yeah, I see you. You also borrow airtime. Yeah, we all borrow airtime from MTN. One of these days, you just look up our SIM. So, say I am owing 2 cedis worth of airtime, and I now go to buy a 5 cedis worth of airtime. I was owing 2 cedis, and I've now bought 5 cedis. Am I still going to receive 5 cedis alert, or there's going to be a reduction? There's going to be a reduction. They're going to take away their 2 cedis from the +5. Okay, and now I'm going to be left with what? +3 cedis worth of airtime. So -2 plus 5 is going to be what? +3, and that's all. -2, you are owing 2 cedis, and then you pay 5 cedis. You are left with what? 3 cedis in your account, and this is positive because you are not owing anyone anymore. Okay. Another example. Say you have -9, plus 7. This should be equal to. Now you are owing 9 cedis worth of airtime, and you go and purchase 7 cedis. Will you get the 7 cedis worth of credits? No, MTN will deduct immediately. The credit lands into their system. They deduct it. They are deducting their 9 cedis from the 7 cedis, and you still be owing, because what you got and bought is smaller than what you were owing. So you are still owing 2 cedis. So negative 9 plus 7 is going to be equal to negative 2. I will say it as simple as that. One last example. So what about negative 5 plus 3? Okay, this is going to be equal to, you are owing 5, you pay 3, you are still owing to what? 2. So minus what? 2. Last example. Negative 3 plus 8 is going to be what? You are owing 3 cedis, you pay 8 cedis, you now have what? 5 cedis. Oh, this is so good. Have you seen it? Yes. Now, have you noticed a pattern? I have. Let me show you the pattern. Now, look at it. Negative 2, positive 5, and getting 3. Do you remember the advice your parents have been giving you that don't follow bad company? They will corrupt you, right? So, if you are working with a bad friend, okay, and the person has a magnitude of negative 2, and your goodness, as you being a good student, you have a magnitude of 5. That means you being a good boy is higher than your friend's own. Right? At the end of the day, when you associate yourself with him, you can change him to become positive 3. So when the positive number is bigger than the negative number, and you are adding, as in you are combining that, you are doing your addition subtraction, you can see that your answer you are getting is going to be what? Positive. Look at it this way. Look at this one. In this case, the negative number is bigger than the positive number. So when you do the sum, you're going to get a negative answer, because this guy is very bad, and you are working with him. You're positive 7, you don't have the stamina. If you say let's go and play, you shouldn't study, you are following him. Don't do your homework, you are following him. Don't learn, you are following him. Don't watch Kawman School of Thought videos, you are following him. Don't do that. So don't let your negative friends influence your positivity. Other than that, you're going to get a negative answer out of it. You're going to be failing, you're not going to do your homework, you're not going to succeed in your academics. Alright, so take everything serious. So negative plus positive depends on which one is higher. So negative 9 plus positive 7 is what? Negative 7. In this case, to look at the negative is bigger than the positive. So negative 5 plus 3 is going to be equal to a negative 2. The last example too, the positive is bigger than the negative. Negative 3 plus 8 is what? Positive. So this is what you also have to notice. It will go a long way to help you. Now that we are done with this, let's take something longer. This is too short. I mean, for those in primary 4 and above, you should know this. I mean, you are growing, you should know this, right? So say I have a number like this, negative 4 plus 5 minus 1 plus 1 minus 3. Okay, so if you have a question like this, how do you go about it? This is not a UC Maths class, but then you should know how to do this. We are going to use a very simple concept in algebra called grouping like terms. Alright, so we are going to group like terms. We are going to group all the positive numbers. I like to put them on the right hand side and all the negative numbers on the left hand side. So looking at this, I have negative 4, then positive 5. So plus 5, I put it here. So 5, then what's other positive number? 1. So plus what? 1. And I think these are the only positive numbers. The rest are negative. So negative 4 minus 1 minus what? 3. Have you seen it? So this is going to be what? 5 plus 1 gives us 6. Minus, I mean they are all negative, so just add them up. 4 plus 1 gives us what? 5 plus 3 gives us 8. 6 minus 2, so 6 minus 8. Sorry about the 2, because that's how my brain works. I see the answer before the question. So yeah, so this is what we have. So now we have 6 minus 8, and the answer, just like we saw it earlier on, is going to be what? I mean, come on, you have 1 2 3 4 5 6. Just this 6, you are supposed to subtract 8 from it. How do you do it? So I mean, after taking out the 6, you still need how many more? 2. So you are still owing 2. So this is going to be what? 6 minus 8 gives us negative 2. Have you seen it? Right from this, then we filter it, simplify it, and we give our answer here. Very easy, systematically. Have you seen it? So this is the better way to go. If you're like me who cannot do this on top of this on your head, this is a better method. Another example. So negative 5 plus 7 minus 3 plus 1 minus 8 plus, let's say, 6. Alright, now let's simplify this. So again, we group the positive numbers on one side. So 7 plus 1 plus 6. Alright, so these 3 positive numbers. Then the negative numbers come. Negative 5 minus 3 minus what? 8. I think that's all. 1 2 3. So we add these ones up. So 7 plus 1 gives us 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. Then we add up the negative numbers as well. I mean, 5 plus 3 gives us 8. 8 plus 8, 16. So they are all minus. So minus what? 16. So this is what we have here. We have 14 minus 16. And the answer is negative 2, because the negative number is bigger than the positive number. Obviously, negative 2. Okay. And the last example for this. Those of you laughing at my dasta, be careful. So 8 minus 1 minus 2 plus 5 minus 7 plus 4. Let's solve this one too. Still positive numbers, and you can pause the video to give answer to this one as well. All right, to know if you are actually learning. So 8 plus 5 plus 4, and then that's all. So yeah, negative 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 7. Let's simplify this. You see them? Let's simplify them. 5 plus 8 plus 5 gives us 13 plus 4 gives us what? 17. And then 1 plus 2 gives us 3. 3 plus 7 gives us what? They are all negative, so negative 10. So 17 minus 10 gives us what? 7. This is so simple. Even a child in KG2, primary 1, primary 2 should know how to do this. Alright, if not KG2, at least from primary 1, primary 2, this is something you should know how to do, especially primary 2. Alright, so that's how to add up integers when they are mixed up like this. It's very simple to do. Thank you very much, and I hope I am helping you dilute your fear for negative numbers. So thank you for watching up to this point, but please continue watching, because we are not at our goal yet. Our goal is to land at the multiplication and the division, and you must stay to the end till we finish the entire video. Thank you. So we are now going to learn how to multiply integers, and multiplying integers is very interesting. Why is it interesting? Because it follows a rule about the signs. Okay, so some of you used to sing a song, po 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 nege po nege po nege nege po po po. Yes, I mean, it's about time we grow from that, because someone can ask you, meet you in town and ask you negative 2 times negative 3, and you're not reciting porn again. It's embarrassing. You should know a very short trick that I'm going to teach you that's going to help you to actually give the answer. So before I teach you the trick, I'm going to put this table down for you to understand. So I'm going to use 1 to explain it. So say I have negative 1 times negative 1. You see, a negative number times a negative number, and the answer is going to be what? Positive 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. Alright, so 1 times 1 is just 1. Okay, I'm not writing the positive because we are old enough to know that when the positive we don't really write the positive number. Then I now multiply a positive number. 1 times what? 1. And what's the answer? 1. Right? Okay. Now I want to switch it up a little bit. What about negative 1 times positive 1? And the answer is always going to be negative 1. I will explain it to you. Just relax. What about positive 1 times negative 1? This is also equal to what? Negative 1. Have you noticed the pattern? I have. Now look. Negative. Same sign. And I'm getting what? A positive number. So when the signs are the same, you are going to get positive. So negative 1 times negative, negative times negative, positive. Same sign, positive. Then positive times positive. See, positive, same sign. Okay, a positive sign times a positive sign gives you a positive result. So when the signs are the same, you get positive always. Now look at this one. Negative. You see, negative 1 times positive 1, you are getting what? Negative. Why? Because they are different sign. What about this? Positive times negative, are they the same? No, different sign. So you get a negative number. So this is what you must remember. Anytime you are dealing with number multiplication and the signs are always the same, it's going to be always positive. The answer is always going to be positive. So same sign, positive. Different sign, negative. Same sign, positive. Different sign, negative. Same sign, positive. Different sign, negative. So, sir, what are you saying? I'm saying that when I have negative 2 times negative 3, the answer is going to be what? Positive 6. Just multiply 2 times 3 is 6. Positive 6. Why? Because the signs are the same. Okay, so let me clean this part a little bit. We don't need it. So when I have let me change the color. When I have negative 3 times negative 4, the answer is going to be what? Positive 12. Because I told you when the signs are the same, look, negative times negative, positive, right? So that's all about multiplication of what? Integers. When the signs are the same, you're going to get positive. What about negative 5 times negative 1? The answer is what? Positive 5. Okay, what about negative 3 times positive 2? The answer, now look, this is negative and this is positive. Different signs. So the answer is going to be what? Negative. Just multiply 3 times 2 and it's going to be 6. Have you seen it? So now let's do this mental. Let's do this mental. Negative 1 times negative 4. You see, same sign. So it's going to be what? Positive 4.